Right, let's try to save this video again. I've tried to record this now multiple times. At least I've got a lot of cuts to draw from. But I want to make this known, okay? The battle has already been won, sort of. It depends on how you look at the situation. World War III, end times, it's already come to pass. Long ago, the battle wasn't fought with swords or guns or nuclear weapons. It was fought with comfort. And comfort, my friends, is a double-edged sword that sustains false belief systems that serve as veils, including democracy and capitalism. It's sustained through fear of war, through the news. Think about it. What a wonderful system it is, right? I think we could get world peace about if every country in the world had a nuclear weapon. Would Palestine be in the state that it is in today if it had a nuclear weapon? Or if it had a nuclear weapon, would it have commanded coming to the table for peaceful resolve? Truth bomb, folks. You've attached to comfort like flesh, thick flesh. And they're able to control you, not even by ripping it away, by merely threatening to rip it away. That's enough to cause you pain. That's enough to keep you in line. But if you're willing to go through the journey, what remains standing at the end of the day is just soul. And that soul is the truth. I'm neither for or against Trump, okay? What I will say, though, is you voted for Trump with an illusion and you got truth. That's not to put Trump down at all, okay? But that statement in itself is truth. You voted for an illusion. I suppose you were hoping to get an illusion, but you got truth. As opposed to in the past when you voted for an illusion and you got an illusion. The veil is lifting. And the reason why I say I'm neither for or against Trump is because I truthfully don't have the information required to make such a judgment call. Based on my own lived experience, I put out a video about this, that this is what true lawlessness is. In that video, I make it quite clear that you either witness justice through direct observation or belief. And because I'm not able to witness either, because in the last 12 months of my awakening, what I've witnessed is a lack of justice from my perspective. And because of that, there's no belief system in place anymore that it's going to be carried out that way either. So even with everything that's going on in the world and the shit that I'm shown on social media, I still have to take a leap of faith to believe any of that shit's real, don't I? And that it's not just programming, right? And even if I'm willing to accept all of that, which any, I guess, person who hasn't gone through a journey such as mine would, I still don't have all the pieces, do I? In my circumstance over the last, year, Bitcoin, it's not just Bitcoin, it's because I had a cold wallet, right? I had a cold wallet that allowed me to transfer essentially my energy away from a dollar to a sovereign piece of tech that was within my realm of control entirely. And that allowed me to no longer allow others to use the dollar against me, collapsing matter in front of me out of my field of possibility, and for me to take back my power and use that energy to collapse the field of probability into matter that served for the first time in my whole fucking life, myself. You're upset about the digital ID. Well, newsflash, and I've put this in another video, your digital ID is actually your phone. How many of you unlock your phone with your fingerprint? Biometrical, isn't it? Can you do your banking without your phone? Because don't you need to receive an SMS request? Multi-factor authentication through Gmail and through your local telecom provider? You think getting a digital ID is gonna do anything more now in terms of losing your freedoms? Wake up, they've got you they've got you fighting a veil, like honestly. And so if you're gonna get upset about it, right? Go into this knowing that nothing has been lost. In the present moment, you're as free as you've always been. You haven't lost anything. I think the Bible makes it quite clear that we're all slaves, essentially. I've lost 2 children, beautiful children of mine, in the last year, okay? To a law matter that is, from my perspective, the way that it's unfolded is because I'm so cute with identifying patterns and synchronicities. I can see that it was unlawful, okay? That's one lens to look through. On another lens, I could also see it as the devil comes to seek, kill, and destroy. But then I can also understand that Sometimes God allows things for lessons to be imparted and to learn from it. You're all born as a citizen, right? So, while I lost access to my kids and I can kick rocks about that and being upset about that, I'm fully in my right to feel on a human level how unjust it is that this happened to me, okay? But I also have to come to understand and recognize that those children are citizens. And because they're citizens, wrong or right, they don't belong to me. They'll always belong to me in my heart. The Bible talks about slavery. It also talks about giving to Caesar what belongs to Caesar. That's the point of all this is it's why you do something that matters, and why is part of a bigger picture. It's about alignment. So all you can do is lead by example yourself, because to do anything more than that is war. To do anything more than that is control. And sustaining relationships aren't built on that. They're built on peace. So how do you do that? Live by example, through invitation, welcoming invitation, just standing as a light. And even further to the testimony of this all coming to pass long ago, I mean, look at the content that I've created. Descending from a cloud computing,